Hello, my YouTube friends. This is John at Left-Handed Models, and this is my entry into multiple group builds. I first, of course, wrote everybody to make sure that they were all okay with it, and it's sort of funny that it fits all three group builds. Um, the first one that I thought of for this vehicle is the Eastbound and Down truck working truck group build hosted by Tex at Texas Garage, and I'll that runs from August 11th to February 28th, 2026. And another one is the Under 1000 Subs group build hosted by Joe at Big Sky Model Workshop. It runs from September 1st to October 31st. And the last one is the Box Stock group build hosted by Link at Link's Scale Models and Shaggy at Shaggy's Awesome Garage, and I'll have their links in the description also. All three group builds are satisfied by this one vehicle, so we'll have to see how this goes. Oops. So this is my triple build, I guess I should say, and it's the cement mixer, and it'll be real easy to build it as a truck because it is. I'll probably build it, actually I'll build it just like this because it's also a box stock build, and I am still under 1,000 subscribers, so it'll fit in there too. This seems to be like a nice kit. It says measures over a foot long, so it's not a tiny thing. I probably can't even get all of this in the. Oh yeah, not too bad. It's, well, here, let's open it up and make it not glary, not so glary. If you hear that noise in the background, that's my printer going, my 3D printer. I'm printing some diorama parts. There we go. Now there's no glare on it. I should have thought of that earlier. So it looks like there's lots of parts and 10 wheels and tires. This looks, oh wow, lots of chrome for being a cement mixer. It's wow, horns, lights, wheels, inners and outers, hubcaps, which aren't shown on the front cover. Oh, maybe those are fuel tank ends. Oh, neat. Nice chrome grill, and that's probably some more ends to some kind of a tank. Looks like a few red pieces and a lot of yellow pieces. Lights, and then there's some clear lights, lots of those. Don't know why a cement mixer would need so many lights. And the tires are all just standard road hauling truck tires. Let's see here, what do we got? Let's do a little of this. My X-Acto knife's dull because I've been cleaning 3D printed parts, and they're tough. Now, I don't know how they did this mold. Oh, wait. Oh, there's two pieces here. Aha. Which you need for the cement mixer part. Wow. So, and then some wheel backs, and those might be wheel fronts. Now I got them together and I can't get them apart. And then I'm not sure what the ladder's for. Ladder shaped thing. Let's say it's probably to hold the chute off the back. And this should be, yep, the cab and the front fenders. Well, they look nice. There's no flash on anything so far. This is a huge bag. It does not need to be such a huge bag, so we'll fix that. Oops. Interior. Nothing left in the bag. Empty interior. That's probably steps. Batteries. Somehow I got a yellow drive shaft, and everything else on the tree is white. Some frame parts. This is probably a hose. That's probably a hose. Rest of it looks like frame parts. Then we have a dash and a visor. Dash has lots of detail on it. I'll have to see if there's decals for it. There's another little yellow part on the end. That must be a plastic deformity. I don't know what these are. These don't, oh, those are pipes probably. Yeah. Wow. Exhaust pipes. It's got 2 stacks, I bet. Well, yeah, it does because they're right there on the chrome. Here's the firewall, steering column. Transmission is separate. This is probably the PTO to drive the what do they call it? I should know. My dad used to drive a cement truck. And air cleaners. It's got dual air cleaners too. That's nice. Let's see. Okay. The drum. PTO to drive the drum. You know, old brain takes a while to work. And I don't throw away my plastic bags until I have the kit built. There's the engines parts and fan belts and probably some kind of a pump, fuel pump or something. Exhaust, starter, oil filters. Maybe the valve cover. Frame parts, rear suspension, front suspension. That's probably the gears for the rear end, because if it is, it's got a 2-speed rear end. Well, yeah, it's got something right there. Some brake parts. That's the being a cement truck, I don't think it'll have any need for this. This is where the 5th wheel usually goes on a regular semi. There's the mud flaps, which are really nicely engraved. I don't know if you probably can't see that. Nope. Okay. Driver's seat, some wheel parts, steering wheel, hubcap thingies, and a few other things. Another drive shaft part. Hose. Oh, because there's a hose curled up on the back of the, that's the washout hose to wash out the cement drum after they deliver their load. Boy, these are big parts in here. This is real easy making videos since I usually talk to myself anyway. I always pretend that somebody else is here. Oops. Okay. Now, I would hope that's a spare tire. I don't know where it would go, but there's enough rubber wheels for everything else. Let's see, what else here? I'm not sure what those parts are. They're probably cement mixer specific. And frame parts. Otherwise, I'm not sure. And now looking at it, this sprue is probably new and specific to the cement mixer. Whoops, I'm not showing it in the, and the other ones are more yellowed, but they'll all get painted anyway. So, and there's part of the chute in the back for the concrete to come out of. There's the chain to run the roller, and these must be the rear fenders. Oh, that's the neck to hold the end of the drum. So that's pretty complete. Oops, I'm running out of room. And then, of course, frame rails, of course. Lately, they like to have multi-piece frame rails, which is fine. Once you figure out how to make them straight, it's not so bad. Let's see what we got for decals. We might have multiple companies. Oh, wow. Oh, good. You don't have to paint the drum unless you want to, I guess. It's got decals for it. Wow. I guess you can pick your number of the truck, whichever one you want, or ones. And it's John R. Fuel Transit Mix out of Detroit. And of course, if it's out of Detroit, you would only want Michigan plates. And there's a Florida plate. One I can't read, it's 2 words. That looks like Idaho, and there is a Michigan, so, oops, glare. There we go. And some American flags, which I always use when they can come with them. That's just a nice little thing to put on there. And this is a typical instruction sheet, and it is large. It's got twin turbos on the 6-cylinder, and that was, oh, okay, that was probably the side cover aftercooler for the turbos. And that's the oil cooler lower, and so on, and all these wheels and tires. And here it tells you, optional. Oh, because the 2 front tires are meant to be the plastic ones. And optionally, you can use the rubber ones. So that's nice. And then here's some more optional ways to do the rear end. Oh, you can have the baby moons, or you can have the hub covers. That's interesting. And then we have I hope I'm getting this in the frame. We have the basic chassis, which of course you just have to make sure it's straight. Front axle parts. Now it calls it rear drive train. Center axle gearbox. So it is a multi-speed rear end. Oh, and you could probably disconnect it to run the auxiliary transmission, which they're calling it auxiliary transmission, and I call it a PTO, power takeoff. One of the funny parts I saw is the seat air cylinder. It'd be nice if that worked. And transmission levers, regular interior heater and air conditioner unit, there, and things like that. And then there's a whole other side. So chassis accessories, and it's like all the way across the page. Here, let's try this, and then move over here for the other side. So lots of little pieces there, and those are the exhaust pipes. So I'll have to put those together and then smooth them out so they look decent. And then I guess you have optional stacks, straight up or curved. Horns, lights, steering shaft, which says it goes to the steering assembly, so we'll see how close it is. And then part of those pieces were air ducts. And it only shows that one air cleaner. No, it does say, it talks about two pieces left and right. So there are the two air cleaners, which is what this tube is for, is to connect the two air cleaners. Let's see, that's 10 and 11 is the mixer itself. And there's some of the pieces I saw that I had no idea what they were. They go in the drum. And then another gearbox that looks like it's just for the it runs the chain. And then there's a mixer front drive option, which doesn't even have a number of a step number. So I don't know if that means it's optional. It says option, so I would imagine it's optional. So we'll have to see what that means. I'm sure I can find this truck on the internet and see what a real one looks like. And then we have the mixer components on the left side. Oh, that was a water pipe. That piece I didn't know what it was, one of those pieces. Then there's ladders here. And then the mixer components on the right side, which shows the chute and a chute positioner arm and water pipe. That's another thing I didn't know what it was. So I think this will be a fun build. It's molded in white, so I don't have any problem painting it orange. If you know me, you'll know that's true. My Jeep is orange, even though it won't be around for a while, for long. So, since this is a 3-group build, I'll be making sure I update everything for all 3. Uh-oh, I may not get this stuff in here. It may not fit back in. I may have to build it tonight. Oh, that'd be too bad. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be able to get this in there. Well, I'm getting there though. Oh, I forgot to put this back on the decal. Okay, there we go. So I'll be getting right on this because it'll be a fun build, I think. And it doesn't quite fit in there. So thanks. Excuse me. Got the burpees. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. If you like my videos, like and subscribe. If you don't like my videos, it's okay if you give me a thumbs down. It means you watched it. So thank you. See you next time.